stole my life from me.
Why would I want to steal the life of somebody who eats pieces of shit for breakfast?
Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, joy. I don't think you're happy enough. That's right. I'll teach you to be happy. I'll teach your grandmother to suck eggs. Now, boys and girls, let's try it again. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to What the Hell Happened to Them. We have finished our first 300 episodes, and quite fittingly, we begin our next 300 back where we started. I am your host, Patrick Skeyhill, and joining me on the line is a crooked cop on the edge, Joe Vekeman.
Hi, I'm watching you.
And on the audio boards is Lev Van Rensselaer, reminding me to remind you that you can email the cast at whathappenedtothemcast@gmail.com. All right, Joe, we're starting back where we began with Adam Sandler. Well, what are we watching?
We watched Happy Gilmore. Two!
Okay.
The second one.
Yes.
They made a sequel.
Yes, they did. They got around to that finally.
Almost 30 years later.
All right, Happy Gilmore 2. What happens in this movie for people who haven't turned on Netflix recently?
Happy Gilmore isn't done with golf. Not by a long shot.
I get it.
Since his retirement after his first tour championship win, Gilmore returns to finance his daughter's ballet classes.
A spoiler-free summary there. That's pretty good.
It's better than the other one, which is revisit Happy Gilmore's golf career after his win in the tour championship. What?
Yeah, great. Thanks.
I guess revisit. There's a lot of flashbacks.
All right, so Joe, you've been hotly angry about this film for quite some time. So did that hold up after you watched it? How do you feel now?
I loved it.
You know what, Joe? I loved it too.
I was hoping you would. There were some parts where I'm like, well, he's gonna love that part. Mostly the John Daly stuff, where he's just.
Who the F is John Daly? Because I saw in the credits it is John Daly. Is that a real person? I guess
He has to be some kind of golfer.
I've never heard of John Daly before.
I'm looking him up right now.
Okay.
He's got a crazy beard. Yep, he's an American professional golfer.
Okay, yeah, they basically, oh, hi, Uncle John Daly. So, like, clearly they want me to know his full name and it's a joke, but I don't get it.
Yeah, he won 5 PGA Tours, 3 European Tours, 1 Asian Tour, 2 Sunshine Tours, 1 Korn Ferry Tour, 1 PGA Tour Champions, and 8 others.
Okay, very good.
He was the
golfer.
Masters tournament in 1993. He placed third PGA tournament. He won in 91, and he won the Open Championship in 1995, the year before Happy Gilmore. So feels relevant.
Yeah. All right, so Joe, you were worried you weren't going to like the sequel. What changed your mind?
Well, because it's funny. It's really funny. It's just really funny. I was really nervous when this movie started because I noticed a lot of fucking AI with just like getting like young Sandman in there, like in the beginning. And I'm just like, and it just looks like shit, and it looks like it was shot like in someone's backyard for a lot of it. And I'm like, what is going on? What is going on? It was freaking me out. And then I was calmed down about 3 minutes in when I saw Steve Buscemi as one of his neighbors in his new town pissing into a mailbox. That got me.
Yeah, a lot of Sandler favorites coming back.
A lot.
Okay, so you liked it. It was fun. You liked the story, too?
I thought it was nice.
Yeah.
I didn't get like emotional, but I was like, this is nice. And it's really nice to see like his daughter actually playing his daughter. And then for a moment, I was like, oh, does he have a new girlfriend? Is that his wife? Yeah. Like, is his wife actually playing his new girlfriend? No, just the dance instructor, of course.
I think there's like a contract thing or something where they're like, all right, you can cast your wife in your movies, but she can never be the lead or love interest. Can't be done.
Unless it's animated.
Yeah. That's the only time. Well, that was Adam Sandler's 8 Crazy Nights, so he got to call the shots. This is just Happy Gilmore 2. It's not Adam Sandler's.
Adam Sandler's Happy Gilmore 2.
Yeah, it's not. It's just Happy Madison's Happy Gilmore 2, sponsored by Netflix.
Although the logo from Happy Madison wasn't in front of this, was it? Like his dad at with the golf.
Yeah, I don't remember now.
He's like, terrific.
I'm like, I've seen it before,
wasn't at
but
the
I'm
beginning.
like, yeah, I feel like it was. I don't know now.
I think they like put the title in front of it, but not like the nice little card. Okay, so I've got notes. I wrote down notes. I told you I needed to write down notes, so I did.
Well, I'll tell you, I also wasn't looking forward to this because,
okay.
I'm like, why do we need the sequel 30 years? What are you even going to do?
I didn't think we needed it, but...
Sequels are really good at, like, treading the same ground and, just sort of... The movie does do this, but they're good at just, like, patting themselves on the back and, like, weren't we funny when...
Yes.
Those moments annoyed me, and I'll talk about those. I got to go to a test screening to this several months back, and we'll talk about that towards the end of the show, but I had some thoughts on that. But the keyest moment was, so they kill off Julia Bowen.
Why? That drove me crazy.
I always heard it I was like, oh, no, this is kind of sad, but then I was like, oh, no. Once I saw where the movie's going, I'm like, you need him. You need her gone, because you need to give him somewhere to go. He had everything. Even if he took away his house... he'd still have everything. So, like, I thought that was a really smart and bold decision to do.
I know, and I'm glad she got to come back as a ghost flashback, or whatever.
I mean, she still gets second billing over Christopher McDonald, even though that was swapped in the first movie.
So crazy. She's got, like, maybe 10 minutes of screen time.
Yeah. Having seen both versions of her back-to-back, one day after the next, definitely has had some work done, because she doesn't look at all like she does in the first movie. Not at all.
But, like... work that did better? Like it's going well?
I guess if you're talking about magazine beauty, yes, the work was an improvement.
I liked young Julie Bowen.
Yeah, she looks more like a real person there. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, that's why I brought up the magazine pretty thing, because that's a different type of pretty.
Okay, I agree.
Okay, so I thought that was a really smart thing, and what it also did was, the thing I had a problem with in Happy Gilmore 1 was that he's just sort of like, God, I gotta get my grandma's house back, derpy, derpy, derp. And, like, that was sort of boring. But here, it just felt like we had kind of fleshed him out more and gave him some extra dimensions and made him a lot more interesting to watch as he's battling with this addiction, this alcoholism.
I do like the recurring bit where instead of a thermos this time, he does have... other means
it's
of
just,
getting
alcohol
like
in any
flasks.
random thing. Good joke.
The cucumber was one of my favorites.
I like the little golf ball thing he had. I thought that was great. Anyway, that's why it's a successful sequel in my mind. That's why I think it worked. Whereas Murder Mystery 2, they basically just did the same thing again, but now they already knew how to do everything, so much less engaging. This one, you basically started him off at ground zero, and you also did some interesting thematic things, like you tie in, the death of his wife and the death of Chubbs and, like, that kind of guilt there, and so, like, I thought that was smart. You tied in that, like, Happy Gilmore's antics in the first movie led to the villain in this movie. I thought that was really well handled. Like, it was a lot smarter of a sequel than I thought I'd get from an Adam Sandler movie, because the sequels haven't been the best.
Absolutely, I agree. The sequels have been not what I want.
No. All right, Joe, give me all your notes. For the first time in, like, forever, you're finally doing some work for this podcast, and you've taken some notes.
I like a free flow of consciousness to go.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. I knew everything was going to be okay when I saw Steve Buscemi pissing in that mailbox.
Yep.
That's, like I said, that's when I knew everything was going to be okay. The moment that I decided I needed to start taking notes was when I saw Margaret Qualley.
Oh, yes, that section. I'll get to that section in the test screening stuff, too.
Okay. So when she starts dancing after she, like, whacks the ball or whatever, and she's, like, dancing to the Windows to the Walls song, and she does a split, I audibly said, wow. Like so loud that I thought my kids could hear me, and I was kind of in secondhand embarrassment. I haven't seen Margaret Qualley do that, and I get a little shy into her.
Okay, sure. Okay, go on.
I said that was the best Arnold Palmer joke they could come up with.
I know what you're talking about.
Also, Travis Kelce and Bad Bunny.
Great, I'm glad you brought this up, because they basically, when you do the test screenings, they were like, all right, what did you think of this actor in there? What was Travis Kelce's character? I have no idea.
He's the big he's the stupid waiter guy.
Oh, okay. And who is Bad Bunny, and who did he play in this movie?
The other waiter guy who becomes his caddy.
And is Bad Bunny his real name?
It's like his music pseudonym.
Oh, this
or
is
whatever.
like the Awkwafina thing.
It's like Childish Gambino. Yeah.
Okay, so he's a rapper.
Yes.
Okay. I never heard of this
Like a
guy.
hip hop artist, yeah. He's been around for a while. I thought Bad Bunny was kind of hit or miss. He's fine.
Yes, they didn't seem to know, like...
What to do?
He does that thing in the batting cages. That felt kind of out of nowhere to me.
When he goes to this happy place and he's putting, like, honey on Travis Kelce and the bear comes to get him.
That didn't feel out of nowhere. That was in character. That suddenly he's just, like, great at catching things. That just felt like, all right, kind of random. But, like, when he hits the golf club at his brother or his cousin, I thought that was a neat little moment.
Yeah.
And there was a joke, it just felt like a very Sandler-style joke where the camera points to him and he's just, like, smirking, and Sandler goes, oh, whatever his character's name is. Oh, you silly goose.
You waiter.
Yeah. All right, go on.
Just feels like there's a lot of people in the movie that are fans of the movie because it comes out before they were born.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, how many people are in this movie that are under 30?
There were I'm like, all right, I recognize all these old people. I have no idea who any of these young people are. And then I was like, should I know who they are? I don't know.
So, I know two of his sons. One of his sons was on Shameless, and then the other one of his sons, the big dude who looks like a wrestler, is a wrestler.
Okay.
The curly hair.
The guy who looks like Seth Rogen?
Yeah, okay, sure.
I thought it was like, he couldn't get Seth Rogen in this movie, so he brought his son in. That's very nice of him.
Seth Rogen has a son that old?
I don't know, man.
Seth Rogen is only a few years older than us.
Oh, man, we've been wasting our lives, Joe. We've accomplished so little.
Well, no, he just got started really young.
I guess that's true.
And he also looked way older than he did.
Yeah.
I told you, in 40-year-old version, he's like 23 years old.
Really? Wow.
And he's like hanging out with the 40-year-olds.
Yeah.
What else did I say? Dennis Dugan!
Why didn't he get to direct this again?
As the rest of my comment about Dennis Dugan, when I saw him, I was like, is so fucking old. He's like in his 70s. I could not believe he was still acting, because I believe he's in Going Overboard. Is like a barely anything character.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember. It's been almost 10 years since we watched that, so I don't remember.
Yes. It was just nice to see him. And he like has lines, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's not a particularly hard role. He's just like a guy.
He just has to relay plot stuff, so it was like, okay. But it was nice. It was like Sandman like saying hi to his friend.
All right, I can't let you direct, because he directed the first one, right?
Yes.
So they're like, I can't let you direct this one.
He's also in the movie, too.
Oh, he is? Oh, he plays the same character.
He played the same character. He's the guy that's like introducing him at the beginning of the tour.
Yeah, he's the guy like running the whole show and
talking to Shooter. Yep.
I like that he's like, all right, Netflix won't let me bring you back because your career, but I'll get you your role, so it'll be okay.
Yeah, did he ever direct a Netflix Sandler? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I can't think of it. He's kind of like stopped because I think he did the Grown Ups and then it's been over for him.
Just cash those royalty checks. Cash them up.
My next note, I love Benny Safdie as the shithead influencer podcaster.
That's who that is. Okay.
Really? You don't know who Benny Safdie is yet?
Not by looks, no.
Oh, he is so good in this movie. And I remember I listened to him on a podcast where he was talking about Happy Gilmore because they were talking about that movie. And that's like one of his favorite Sandler movies. And it's he must have been so thrilled to be in that movie.
And such a major role, too.
It is. He's like the main villain.
Yeah. So
great. And also he's working with The Rock soon.
Yes, we'll be checking that out in a couple months.
Interesting. He's got a weird career going on right now.
Did I see Haley Joel Osment in the credits?
Yeah, he's the main guy, like Maxie or whatever.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I also caught him he's in a couple episodes of Silicon Valley. And I was like, oh, it's that guy.
That makes sense.
I didn't realize it was Sixth Sense Kid. Okay.
Yeah, he's this little like chubby nerd now.
Yeah, he put on a little weight. No judgment. Just...
Of course not. No, it fits him perfectly. I think he looks great. I said, holy fuck, they brought back the announcers. That guy on the left is so fucking old.
I have a story about him for the test screenings, too.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
He just looks like so old. So I was like, how is he still alive? Because he was like, he looked like he was in his like 60s in the original movie, which was 30 years ago.
Maybe he just aged poorly.
Yeah, he aged like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, like he aged really quickly and then just like plateaued.
Okay, the Netflix sheen, or does this just look like shit?
I think it's a lot of the Netflix sheen.
It just, I don't know.
It's especially apparent because we get to see clips of like a movie on 35 millimeter.
Yeah, they need to stop doing that. They need to, like, just all of Hollywood needs to stop reminding of how good movies used to look. Because they did that with Mission Impossible, the last one that just came out. They kept flashing back to all, like, 7 other movies. And I'm like, guys, if you keep flashing back to that first one, which was directed by Brian De Palma, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. I almost walked out of the movie. For the first hour of that movie, it's all flashbacks.
Yeah, I remember you ranted about that. Digital movies can look good. It's just Netflix wants it to look as bland and generic and four-quadrant-y as possible. It wants to suck out any personality. Thank God Adam Sandler's director is just doing all these weird zooms and kooky collage montage stuff to, like, give it some air of personality.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So my big criticism at the beginning was just they try to repeat the opening of the original movie. But even with the song, they bring back the song, which I guess is just the theme song of the movie.
Yeah, you know, that didn't bother me. It felt like a nice... feels like a nicer callback than a lot of the other ones that they did.
I like the song because I like the song. It reminds me of watching the original movie.
Of course, yes.
But just like how they were, like, I'm glad they didn't try to do like the camcorder, like handheld video camera, like, because I'm like, you could do that, but like the way they aged, I just wish they did something different to get to the point where like she died. Like, just get somewhere, get there some other way.
No, I liked it. Like, you get a lot of good jokes in there, and I actually.
You liked it?
I liked it. And not seeing a lot of young Adam Sandler movies again and again and again like you. I get to be there and be like, oh shit, that's what he used to look like. That's crazy because I'm used to old Sandler now.
Yeah.
So the CGI there doesn't bother me. The CGI was a little less noticeable to me on first watch, but on second watch I could see it more. But it still doesn't bother me. And then it was funny seeing him do some SNL stuff, and he introduces The Weeknd in one of them, and I go, wasn't he in Uncut Gems, this Weeknd fellow?
He is in Uncut Gems. He plays The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Because I remember Julia Fox is like, come on, you're gonna go see The Weeknd with me.
Yeah, like he was still up and coming then, because the movie like took place earlier.
Yes, yeah, he was a little up and coming.
That was kind of funny joke, yeah. Because, like, I mean, it's not obviously I don't like when movies have to begin that way, but we've got to go over, like, 30 years of history. Like,
yeah, no, it's just the way they aged the kids up was, like, awkward to me. Because it's like they were, like, 10, and then all of a sudden they're, like, 20. Like, I don't know how old his kids are supposed to be in this movie. They're all different ages, and they all, like, MJF, who looks like the oldest.
They're all living on their own, so they must be over 20. I imagine a lot of them are over 20.
Yeah. I think MJF's, like, 27, 28, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, right, because they probably had kids early on after they got married, so their oldest would be very old at this point.
Yeah.
I know, the Trojan commercial was funny. Everybody doing
that was funny.
The job thing with the stuff being dicks was funny.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's a night, like, the kids are just, like, doing the thing Sandler used to do. I think these were all, they utilized those moments well to get in some good jokes.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it again this weekend. So. Yeah. I like this movie.
I'm glad you said that, because I left the theater for that screening. I was like, Joe's going to be so happy. But then, like, you kept railing against it all the up and coming, and I was like...
I was nervous!
I know, and I'm like, ooh, is he gonna go in, like, wanting to hate it so much that he just will, and I have to, like, talk him down off the ledge and be like, Joe, all the good stuff's here.
No, I really liked it. I was very happy with it. I was just nervous because I was like, well, I'm going to have to get this over with so I can just get at least one watch in. And so I put it on when I was cooking lunch yesterday for me and my kids. And I had it on my laptop, and I was like, I watched it for like 10 minutes, and then I went downstairs. I was like, oh god. And then like it turned around. I was like, okay, I gotta laugh at the Steve Buscemi like pissing in the mailbox. I'm not gonna stop. That is some funny shit. Because he doesn't say anything. He's just like waving, and he's just got his dick in the mailbox.
Yeah, I don't know if he has any lines. I think
it's just nice to see him. But yeah, I mean. It was much better than I was expecting. Like, much better.
Yeah, me too. Got a real sequel. I was quite happy about that.
Yeah, and it feels like he actually like poured his heart into it, because I know Sandler writes it with like kind of like probably a committee of like his friends.
Yeah,
but, like,
and he brought I think he brought a lot of his older, like it felt like a more mature Adam Sandler kooky comedy. I thought that like the age appropriate Happy Place Genius.
Oh, that's my next note. The age-appropriate happy montage was perfect. Sitting on the toilet in peace watching stupid videos.
Right, and his underwear is medium size, his cholesterol.
Yeah,
low.
he's like, oh.
And we even got a "You Can Do It" cameo.
Yeah, no, I was like, hey, it's the first time I didn't mind Schneider.
Yeah, excellent. Wild applause from the audience in the test screening when that happens.
Of course, that's amazing. I'd love to see it in a theater. A little afraid to watch the beginning in the theater because of how crappy the AI and CGI stuff looks, but like I'm sure I'd get over it. What an idea to laugh in a theater again.
Well, that was the thing people said in the thing. They were like, can we just put this in the theater? We want to see Sandler in the theater again. We love seeing Sandler in the theater. When they asked, like, why did you guys come out tonight? That was like the number one answer. Wanted to see Sandler in the theater. Are you listening, Netflix? They took videos of it. They had microphones. Did you hear us, Netflix? We want to see this in the theater.
Are they not pushing him for Best Actor for this? No, I know they're not because they have Jay Kelly coming out this year, and they're definitely pushing him for supporting. So that will be coming to a theater for at least 2 weeks. He's older, but he can still get that happy guttural yell scream.
Yes.
So I like that. The Shooter McGavin scene where he's in the asylum.
Yes.
That was fun. His eyes are so goddamn blue. Like, they're like crystal blue. And I'm like, wow.
I wonder if that's part of the weird Netflix color correcting thing. It just happens to blue his eyes.
It has
the
to be.
filters they put it, because they definitely do not look that blue in Happy Gilmore 1.
Yeah, they tried to convince me because I'm like, oh, he does have blue eyes. I did not know that he had blue eyes, but like when they...
I mean, I think he has blue eyes, but they are not like Marvel superhero blue eyes.
Also, Christopher McDonald is definitely up there in the age, but he is still hitting home runs in this movie. Oh my god, he's incredible.
Yeah, he was hit or miss. There are some times where I'm like, what is happening here? But then there are other times where I'm like, dynamite, Christopher Plot. Like, my favorite moment was he was watching TV after being in an asylum for 30 years, and he's like, wow, look at the cans on that lady. And John Daly's like, we don't objectify women anymore. And he's like, what? He doesn't even like understand that concept. I thought that was a very smart joke there.
No, that's good. I liked when they were doing their rhyming thing after they beat each other up.
Yes.
That was a nice callback.
That was a joke I didn't get the first time when I watched it, because I hadn't seen Happy Gilmore in a few years. But having watched it the day before, I went like, oh, yes, okay. But again, I'm glad that they didn't put a flashback to the original thing.
Yes, they did that a little too often.
I'm okay that I didn't get it as a callback. Like, that's okay.
They don't. Oh, that's the one that like the AI CGI stuff that just was so unnecessary, and then the flashbacks, just like hammering it every time. I'm like,
I did not mind them as much, bringing basically every old character back, finding some way to shoehorn them in. I did not mind that as much as when they flash back to all the other stuff to remind me who they were, or to remind me like what funny thing he said in the first movie.
When the announcers say his whole name, Happy Octavius Gilmore.
Yeah.
Hog. I don't know. Hog was funny.
Well, I like that he said it, and then it turned out he made it up, and then the Maxi, or the safdie guy, says it too, as if it were real.
Yeah.
That is an amusing joke.
I have a note that's been in my notes for like many times coming up. Some of the most annoying callbacks made my skin itch. Yeah. Like, wow, he fit so many of his friends in there, because this one really caught my eye. Nick Swardson in almost a decade. I was like, wow.
But you know what? No Kevin James.
That's right. He must be busy. He must be busy.
Yeah, they're trying to reboot Kevin Can Wait.
Benny Safdie is such a treat. This is one of his favorite Sandlers. The nursing home lady gravestone. Oh my god. When the Mista lady, but when they're in the gravestone.
And that's the image they have on it too.
That got a really big laugh out of me, because it's good stuff. Because the gravestone is just her face, like where she just like.
And she's got the air conditioner on her.
Yeah,
it's that one clip of her from the movie.
Like, they took a picture of her before she was put in the ground. John Daly just lives in the house, and that's great.
Yeah, if only we knew who he was when we were watching.
I told you he was.
I know, but we didn't then, Joe.
really, just keep harping on this. I hate how this fucking movie thinks we need a reminder who the characters are, and it's driving me fucking nuts. Because if I'm watching Happy Gilmore 2, I've seen Happy Gilmore 1.
That's what I said at the focus group. But then sure enough, there were two like 18-year-olds there, and they're like, we haven't seen it. And then the focus group lady was like, well, why did you come to the screening? And they were just like, shrug their shoulders. Don't do there. Everyone else here is a major fan. Those two people over there, they're wearing Happy Gilmore Bruins jerseys.
Yeah, don't count them. Ignore that comment.
Yeah, there were 400 people in this theater. There's currently 30 of us in this focus group. They don't matter. They're not the core audience. And Netflix...
Wait, you got picked out?
Yes, I'll tell you. We'll go there later.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I know.
Oh my god, now that just distracted me a bunch. Where was it? Okay, Netflix... What you should have done, because you called this out too from Netflix, why are they getting rid of Happy Gilmore 1 on their service 3 days after their second one comes out?
Absolutely makes no sense. You basically own Adam Sandler. You don't have his movies? What?
And they have such random ones right now. They have I think they have Blended again.
Okay.
Which we like.
That's just taking the tour. It's going from streaming service to streaming service.
Yeah, whatever. Eminem... Did you catch him? You caught him, right?
In the test screening, I thought it was Topher Grace.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
and then when we were talking afterwards, it was brought up that it was Eminem. And I go, oh, that makes sense. They had that movie together.
Yeah, I think it's been like 2 movies of his, I think. I want to say 2.
It's definitely the Seth Rogen one. I don't remember another one.
I think there was like one later one, but I'm not sure. I can't say for sure. But yes... that scene really cracked me up. Just great. The Gators. He yells out Detroit at one point.
His sons have a moment like that too, where it's Adam Sandler's just got out of court and the cameras are following, and one of his sons is just like, "Go Bruins!"
Well, Eminem's from Detroit.
I know. That's what, but it reminded me of that Go Bruins moment, where it's just people yelling out random things at inappropriate times.
When Benny Safdie shakes the last hole so that the ball goes in at the end, he's just like wiggling the thing. Kid Cudi is in the FBI.
Who is Kid Cudi?
He's a singer, song person.
A lot of musicians ending up in this movie somehow.
Yes, way too many winks and nods to the camera. I'm glad everyone's having fun.
Yeah.
And this movie's just a lot about dying. A lot of people die.
It's about grieving, Joe, right?
Dying, grieving.
Yeah, you have a man who, the thing that he's good at, the thing he spent all movie learning that he was a golfer, not a hockey player, that's the thing that killed his wife, and, he has to process that and grieve with that. Smart. Mm-hmm. I think it was very smart. All right, went to this screening. I didn't think I was going to get in. I was so far behind in the line. The line was way bigger than Leo. Huge line. But I did get in. Adam Sandler's wife was there, hiding in the back row. The old guy, when he's doing the maxi broadcasting, it was normal. But when he does all the other broadcastings, he was actually like a little hologram in the test screening. So they have they pre-composited him. They filmed him somewhere else, maybe in his home. I don't know. And they hadn't fully put him into the commenting area yet with the other guy.
He's so old. You can't put him in the movie. He's too old.
We won't make you come on set. We'll just take your video really quick here. And then also there are holograms of Adam Sandler's other daughter and the two when they're washing Ben Stiller's window. They were holograms too. They weren't
Sadie?
Yeah, they weren't really there. Ben Stiller was there, and they had been pre-composited too, so those things were there.
That's so funny.
All right, so
that looked good though. I would say that looked better in the movie.
Yes. I almost forgot it was a composite, and then it kind of came back to me. You brought up that Margaret Qualley thing. We all were like, the movie's a little too long, but we didn't quite know where to cut it out. But that was the one thing we all kind of agreed on, this needs to be shorter. And I'll tell you, they maybe cut 15 seconds out of that whole thing. At the beginning before Sandler shows up, we spend a little more time with them on the golf carts, just talking amongst themselves, and that was it. And I still wish they had cut down a lot more. I don't like a lot of that. You basically just
It's a little fatty, yeah.
Yeah, you basically needed to see that he's bad, and then you need him to do that alcoholic golf cart thing. That's what we needed.
Yes.
And the moments with him I find really funny. He keeps hitting it at himself, and then yelling at the camera, and the camera will zoom in. I like that who's the darker gentleman of those three people?
Oh,
Because he had that Adult Swim show that I liked and like was really fun, absurd humor. And they didn't even let him do that kind of stuff. They're all just were like dudes. For the young audience, maybe? I don't know. I wish they had cut out that down significantly.
Oh, Eric Andre, yes.
Yeah, I like him.
He's funny.
And still, I wish they had shrank that a lot. Especially since, because then we have like a training montage where we see him being bad and then he gets better. So I felt like I was getting 2 of those back to back. Seems like an easy cut.
It just kind of felt like, hey, these guys really like the first movie. They're maybe friends with Sandler's daughters or something, or maybe they're friends with Sandler.
Or it felt like a Netflix thing where they're like, we want to get young people into this too. These are people they like. Let's get them. They're the hot new stuff.
I mean, I'm not going to complain that Margaret Qualley's on my screen. I'm sorry.
And you brought up you like the kind of jumping and dancing. I'm like, that feels like an easy cut. No, we don't need to see that. None of that. If you want to keep most of that sequence, just take that out. Well, that doesn't do anything for us.
I like her. I'll watch anything with her in it.
But I'll say that other than cutting out that 10 seconds, they basically changed absolutely nothing. I basically got the exact same movie. That post-credit sequence is new. They have Sandler walking away, and then they just sort of hard end it. They didn't even do any rolling credits or anything like that.
No, do they do the battery joke?
The battery joke? Yeah. Ends with the battery joke. He gets his clubs.
Okay.
He walks away. And then no kind of credits come up. They just sort of fade to black. And they're like, movie's over, everybody.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I wish they had cut that out. I wanted them to cut down on all the flashback stuff. Most of us were like, we don't need this, please. You can take that out. All of them are in there. The That's What She Said segment, I wish they trimmed that slightly. But they still seem to work on keeping a lot of, I guess it's Travis Kelce in there, and now it makes sense now that you say who it is.
Yeah, I would have cut him mostly all out.
Even the caddy's happy place, I didn't think you need that. And also, I believe in the bear was actually like a dude in a really bad-looking costume, which I thought was hilarious.
Yes, no, that's great.
Than just this bad-looking CG bear. Like, I didn't need that. I wish he had kept...
wait, they had a CGI bear?
In the current movie, it's a CGI bear.
Oh, you think so?
At least when he's like biting, right in that final shot when he's going to bite.
Okay, I'll go take another look.
That's a CGI bear, but it was like patently bad bear costume, and I thought that was funnier.
Yeah,
just
it's much funnier.
Like you're like nodding into the silliness of it all.
The Kevin Nealon.
I like Kevin Nealon coming back.
I do too.
And they're quick. They're not taking a lot of time. He's doing his gimmick that everybody's like, oh, funny. They bring back the psycho and flip it. The Jackass thing that you liked, I wish they'd cut that too. Not because it was bad per se, but because it was an easy cut and didn't add too much. Because what they cut instead was a lot of the third act kooky golfing things.
No, I noticed. There was another wrestler in there that got cut out.
Yeah, there was like something like when the golfer injures himself on the ice course and they're like, disqualify, I guess you guys lose. I go, wait, what happened to seeing the other two people? Like we saw a person win and a person lose of the main golfers. And I go, where did those go? Why'd you cut those out? But you left all this other crap in there. You have to tell me now that what the stakes are because we totally skipped over that. And even that line gets lost in the mix, the sound mix. So it's really easy to not realize that, like, oh, Shooter and Happy still have to win. I didn't like that. I thought that was a weird thing that they wanted to cut. So I guess basically saying, once again, I go to a test screening, and once again, they basically change nothing except for things that make it worse. Thanks. I'm glad my opinion's so valuable, Hollywood.
I just want to tell you the age of that sports broadcaster guy.
Yeah, what is it?
His name's Vern Lundquist.
That sounds like a guy who would announce golf.
He's 85 years old.
Look at him go.
So that means he was, like, what, 55?
50, yeah, his mid-50s.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so we got a report from our man on the street that's related to this film.
On the street, I think there's something stuck on my feet. Life is great. I feel great. I could eat a whole pound of ham. Hello, Mr. Sidewalk. How's it going?
Oh.
But it's not Mr. Jeremini, it's Grant Keller.
Hell yeah.
Who must have made a deal with the devil, and he got to go to the New York premiere of Happy Gilmore.
Incredible.
I have not read any of these or looked at any of the photos he sent me. I'm doing this live on the air with you now, Joe.
Okay.
Here's his report. I brought my little cousin who's a hockey player, a huge golf fan, and says his favorite film is the original. His favorite film of all time is Happy Gilmore. Golf fan, hockey fan. Oh, he's a hockey player, golf fan. Makes sense. Let me also say a fair amount of golf enthusiasts in the audience. People wearing the Titleist hats And they were like, we want more of the golf cameos. We love the golf cameos.
So funny.
All right, we lined up for 2 hours at Columbus Circle, and I, Grant Keller, got us there an hour before check-in, and the line was already massive. By the time check-in started, it had more than double the size, about 2 city blocks lengths.
Jesus.
We were brought inside where they built a massive stage in the Jazz at Lincoln Center venue. That's where the screening was, it seems. There was a Happy Gilmore golf cart, locker room, putting green, extravagant. Netflix spending too much money again.
So jealous.
We were put in the back of the set where there was a commenter's desk with 4 actual PGA commenters and shirtless guys with happy painted across their chest, rules on the back.
Yeah.
We were handed a big Adam Sandler heads to shake around, like in the original movie.
That's amazing.
And the quiet please, noise please golf paddles were branded with the Happy Gilmore logo. After about half an hour, the celebrities rolled in, and they rolled in for about an hour and a half whenever they felt like it, I guess. They saw Real Rob. I don't know if that's like Rob Schneider or a singer-songwriter named Real Rob. I don't...
Real Rob? I think that must be Rob Schneider.
John Lovitz from Southland Tales fame.
He has a good bit in this one.
He does. John Cena, was he in this movie? Goldie Hawn, they clearly weren't. Oh, this is just like Adam Sandler's friend. John Turturro, Adam Devine. Apparently Adam Devine's a good friend of Dimitri Keogh, but I don't know if that's true or not. The Hot Ones guys, that's that chicken wings thing in the movie, right?
Uh-huh.
Max Greenfield, is that the New Girl guy?
Yep.
Why is he there? All right, a million golf people he didn't know, except for one of them just won the London Open golf tournament the day before, and he brought the trophy. Haley Joel Osment, Christopher McDonald, Julia Bowen, Jackie Sandler, and then the Sandman himself. All right, so the movie people started coming. That's good.
At the end.
There were a bunch of people on social media that I don't know as well. Yep, makes sense.
Okay.
After the carpet happened, we were handed tickets to our seats and a Happy Gilmore 2 branded golf balls. We weren't sitting in Columbus Circle with all the celebs. Oh, no. Yeah, they weren't there. We walked a few blocks over to watch the movie at a Paris theater. Okay, so he went to a different theater to watch a premiere. All the celebrities got to go in the real theater and watch the premiere.
That's fine.
Oh, the Paris theater Netflix owns. Makes sense. Funny enough, they passed Kumail Nanjiani and Emily V. Gordon on the walk over, but they had nothing to do with premiere. They just are in New York, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Then they went to the bathroom and got free popcorn and water. Sweet. And sat down, and the movie began near instantly. No credits. They're just like, here's your movie. He never saw the original, to Jake style, he says. Never saw the original. But he loved the movie, too. He thought it was very funny, and there was nothing he didn't understand. Well, that makes sense. They basically gave you the whole first movie again.
They do, yeah. But just go enjoy the first one, though. It's great.
My cousin would lean in and tell me who all the cameos were. Oh, you know what? They brought back the Grizzly Adams did have a beard guy.
Yes, yeah.
And he even got to do a little head shake there. Loved it.
Yep.
It's this golf media social person. That's Kelsey Plum from the WNBA. Well, so that's good, because I didn't know who a lot of those people are. We do need to bring young people with us when we watch these Sandler movies these days.
Probably.
When something was a callback to the OG and explained jokes that I wouldn't get, IG when the golfer says again, when the arrest, my cousin said he was arrested in real life. I mean, I thought that was just a joke in general because he seemed very mild-mannered. So I thought he was like, it worked even if I didn't know that backstory. My cousin had an incredible night, and I did too, and then he sent me a bunch of pictures. I'll just look through them quickly and see if there's something worth telling you. It's just a lot of the swag and a lot of his... I'm guessing that's his cousin in the thing.
That's wonderful. I'm glad they had a great time.
I think that might be the Hot One guys thing in that photo. Some people taking behind the scenes things. I think some signatures. John Turturro pointing randomly.
Yeah, it would have been nice to see John Turturro in this.
Jackie Sandler seems to be doing most of the press. Adam Sandler's in hiding. Oh, there he is right there.
I'm noticing that one of the editing credits is J.J. Titone.
J.J. Jameson? Did he want pictures of Spider-Man?
No, J.J. Titone, which has to be Jackie Sandler's nephew.
Oh, because that was her old name?
Someone who's J.J.?
J.J. from Good Times? Dynamite!
Oh, my goodness. A very rare thing has happened. Netflix gave the budget for this Sandler movie.
Yeah, $200 million?
$30 million.
Holy crap!
What?
I know.
But is that how much the first one cost? 30 years ago?
I don't.
You know what? I call shenanigans. I'm calling shenanigans on this. There's absolutely no way they did this for $30 million.
For $30 million?
Unless
Yeah, 'cause it looks pretty
everybody
good.
just worked for scale because they wanted to be in Happy Gilmore 2 so badly.
The first one's budgeted at 12
$30 million in 2025?
for this.
All these special effects, all this that third act alone probably cost $30 million.
They had to build that thing. It looks good.
They had to build it. It had to work. I'm calling shenanigans. You have to get all these golfers in there? Shenanigans. I'm calling shenanigans on that. No way that cost
Maybe
$30
people did
million.
work for scale. They just wanted to be. This one was like, get the family together.
Now they're like, great, we can make more of these cheap budget sequels. We can do William Madison. We can do
I don't want that one. There's no way that can be good.
Waterman, 9 Crazy Nights, Big Granddaddy. What else are there? There's got to be some good ones in
Big
there.
Granddaddy.
Yeah,
Big Granddaddy.
Big Granddaddy. I think that was good. Big Nicky. You could do that.
Big Nicky.
Yeah, Big Nicky. That'd be good.
He's just fat now.
Oh, he's just, I don't know, he's taller. I don't know. He's in hell.
He's
He can,
already a grown man.
yeah, but it's hell. They can do whatever magic they want. I don't know.
Are those boobs on my head? I'm not gonna get over that. That's one of the funniest lines ever uttered in movie history.
All right. We'll get a little hint of like a PlayStation 1 Sandler video game. I'd totally play that game.
Yeah.
Game looked fun. I like the old shitty graphics. All look great. So on the tombstone, when Christopher McDonald is visiting Julie Bowen's grave, did you happen to see what it said for the year she was born?
No, why? You caught it?
Because it said 1979.
What?
1979 to 2014. And if you do that math...
2014? She died that long ago?
So that makes sense, right? Because she died 10 years before the movie.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, yes.
If she were born in 1979, that would make her 17 years old in Happy Gilmore 1. Adam Sandler is dating illegally and underage. Bullshit. That is some Julie Bowen agent contract nonsense that's like you can't reveal her. She has to look younger in the movie. You can't say
Yeah, you know
that
what's
she's-
funny?
What?
Her and Sandler are only 4 years apart.
Like, you could have said 1969. It still would seem like she was young.
She's born in 1970.
That would be yes, exactly. It would be a more age-appropriate thing to do. 1979. You guys are gross. Netflix, you're gross.
No, thank you. Hey, that is her second movie she ever made, was Happy Gilmore.
You know who else is gross? Guy Fieri. He showed up in this. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. Like, he would totally be at this type of event. It was a very, very smart casting there. So we both liked the movie. That's good news.
We did. Good movie.
I was like, ooh, we're close to Hubie Halloween territory here, but all those flashbacks really hold it back.
It took it down a whole star for me.
Yeah, I think Hubie, I have it 4 stars. I think I'll give this 3.5. Like, that really hurt it.
Hubie has a solid 5, baby.
But what that means is I like this movie more than the original, and I do believe that to be true.
Oh, wow.
It fixes the stuff I didn't like about the original, while still having a lot of the good humor.
Well, we'll see how it plays on rewatches.
As I get older, I find age-appropriate Happy Place to be very funny.
Me too, definitely.
His jokes have aged with him, and now we're like growing into them. So it's all working for me.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're calling shenanigans on the $30 million budget, right?
I'm calling shenanigans. Netflix fudging its numbers? Wow, we've never heard that before.
What did they announce his original deal? Was it like 200 million or something?
I don't remember.
For like 8 movies.
My goodness, yeah, that's when this all started. It was 4 movies, and then like 2 movies
and then they
in,
re-upped it though.
Yeah, 2 movies in, they're like, 4 more movies.
Yes.
And then somewhere in there, they were like, 4 more movies. Like, I can't keep track of how many there's still
I don't know
owed.
how far we are either.
I know, I lost it somewhere along the way because it kept changing, and then we didn't know like what things counted as a Netflix movie and what things didn't.
I definitely know that the Noah Baumbach movies do not count.
Okay, that makes a
Those
lot
are
of sense.
separate.
I am not surprised by that.
There are 2 of them, which is crazy that he's in 2 Noah Baumbach movies.
You know, Adam Sandler's coming out of his shell since we started this. Maybe he was like, wow, these guys really love me, except for that one angry tall guy.
Great movie.
Great movie.
Glad to have watched it.
I recommend it for... Oh, you know what was the top 10 when I turned on the movie yesterday? The top 10?
Tell me.
Happy Gilmore 2 was not in there, which I found odd.
Bad news.
Number 1, whatever that K-pop animated thing is. I forget what the name is.
K-pop thing.
Apparently extremely popular still, weeks after
Very
coming out.
popular, yep.
Because I keep seeing it on people's letterbox. Whatever Until Dawn is, I've never heard of that. Have you?
That's a PlayStation game that got me into a movie.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Then Hotel Transylvania 3. I'm like, all right, we're in the Sandler sphere. And then Happy Gilmore 1. But then I was like, well, maybe people just watched that earlier in the week or last week or something. Sandler's breaking in there. I hate praising Netflix, but when they do a good job, I got to give them the praises. You know, I crap on them when they don't. So good work, Netflix. You handled this one very well, mostly. 80%, you did a pretty good job. I wish you had taken... There were other test screenings happening in the same theater, so maybe they were all like, yeah, pro flashbacks. But we were all vehemently like, no, we've seen this movie a million times. We don't need them. It's throwing off your pacing. Your movie already feels kind of long. We're trying to help you find things to cut. They cut basically none of them. They maybe cut out, I don't know, less than 5 minutes of the movie. I got pretty much the same movie.
I will tell you, the 2-hour runtime is a facade. It is around like 100 minutes.
Yeah, the Netflix credit.
Yeah, the credits are insanely long.
Yeah. It fell onto us without credits, and we weren't told what the running time was, and... You don't have to cut a lot, right? You don't have to shorten that early young people section too much, but you could do it. You don't have to cut out the jackass thing, but you could do it.
That's only like 2 minutes long.
Yeah. So it's not the end of the world if you don't do it. There were cuts you
Make
could
it
do.
90 seconds.
Don't cut your third act climb. Why are you cutting that part?
That's weird, yes.
That's also the exciting part. It gives you the golfers. People love the golfers. You could cut the golfer dinner thing down if you wanted to do that. I don't know. Some odd choices. Okay. Well, hopefully you all will enjoy that movie too. I'm glad Joe enjoyed his sequel. I'm glad his fear didn't pan out. I'm glad his childhood favorite wasn't ruined by the sequel.
I had a great time. I'm going to watch it again this weekend.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank Lev Van Rensselaer for minding those audio boards and keeping us sound so slippery smooth. I'd like to thank my co-host Joe Vekeman for stopping by.
Thank you.
And I am your host, Patrick Scale. You can find my features, documentaries, short films, video essays, animations, behind-the-scenes footage, and so much more at quixoticunited.com and social media, presumably with a similar sounding name. Thank you all for listening. Joe, say goodnight.
Good night.
I told you I'd shoot, but you didn't believe me. Why didn't you believe me? Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy. Happy, joy, joy, happy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, joy, joy.
I've finished the Bad Teacher, Joe. The TV show.
You're insane.
Not the movie. TV show, not so bad.
You have been sticking up for it.
Certainly didn't deserve to be canceled after 3 episodes. You canceled it after 1 season? Okay, I get it. 3 episodes, a little strong. But then, you know what I watched next, Joe? I had to continue my bad multiverse viewing, and I watched Bad Judge.
Oh, I was hoping you would say that.
Way worse.
Who is in Bad Judge? Who stars in Bad Judge?
Kate Walsh, who I like from the Drew Carey Show, and she was also in the Norm Show for a season.
The Norm Show.
But that guy we talked about, Ryan Hansen, in both shows.
Of course. Did he play the same character?
Well, in Bad Judge, he has a beard, kind of. He has like a little scruff. In Bad Teacher, no scruff. Other than that, same character. Technically, one's kind of a dumb jockey gym coach and one's sort of a smart psychologist guy, but actually, they're both basically the same person. Despite these extremely different backgrounds, exactly the same person.
But Ryan Hansen did have a beard.
Yeah. Bad Teacher, give it a watch. It's on Tubi. Bad Judge, don't bother. Also, it's nowhere, so whatever. I'm scrounging the internet archives to go through it. Unimpressed with the show. I don't even know what it's doing, and I don't even blame Katie Walsh. Bad Teacher, she's a bad teacher. She's not like a great teacher. She's not particularly a great person. Bad Judge, she just likes to party sometimes. She's actually a pretty smart, competent judge, and seems to be a decent person. Her pilot's basically like the Becker pilot. We're like, oh, this guy's an asshole, but then turns out she's actually helping some poor, underprivileged inner city kid. And you're like, oh, okay, actually good. And then other than that, she just is like, woo, I like to party. Woo, I don't take crap from anyone. Not a bad judge. Misnomer, that title, Bad Judge.
Well, I'm glad that you are now the expert on this failed sitcom.
On the bad sitcoms.
The bads. The bad universe.
Are there other sitcoms with bad in the title? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know that Cameron Diaz did produce the first the only 13 episodes of that Bad Teacher show.
Yeah, I wonder how produced did she actually do that? But I guess then if it wasn't a bigger deal, she would have just gotten an executive producer credit, so maybe she was involved.
Well, the movie, like I told you, was made for a budget of $20 million and made $216.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why that exists.
She's a much badder teacher in the TV show than in the movie.
But, like, it grossed $100 million in the United States and grossed the additional $115 in, like, around the world.
That's crazy to me.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know why that movie traveled so well.
Oh, and this is great. This is a great little addendum for the Bad Teacher universe. It went up against, in 2011 in June, it went up against, for the box office that weekend, it was going against Cars 2, and it finished second against Cars 2.
Sure.
That makes sense.
You got Bad Santa. Does that have a TV show?
In my dreams.
Feels like, yeah, you could just put bad in front of a thing and you're like, oh, that's a thing that shouldn't be bad. What shenanigans? Santa can't be bad. This'll be hilarious. What about Bad Cop? I guess that's just The Shield. What about, like, Bad Clergyman? I guess that's Spotlight.
Oh, easy. I love The Shield. No, but they did do something like that with Jake Johnson.
Oh, that must be boring.
I know you don't like him, but be nice. What was the stupid movie he had? Let's Be Cops, with the other guy, Damon Wayans Jr. Hey, guess what? You were laughing at that stupid movie.
What movie?
Let's Be Cops. $17 million for that movie.
Yeah.
Made $138.
Well, good for comedies, though.
Yep, comedies aren't dead. Make some more.
Well, hold on. When did that movie come out?
2014.
Yeah.
Well, that's when they made them. That's when they were still making them. What was the comedy that killed it? Oh, was it that Seth Rogen one with Charlize Theron? What was that one where she's like the president?
What?
Oh my god, you don't remember this? What is it called? I'll look it up.
Where she's the president?
That movie came out against the Avengers, which is the stupidest thing you could ever done to that movie. Like, why? And it, like, bombed so hard. First week up against the Avengers. That's not counter-programming. I would wait, like, 2 weeks and put your movie out.
Yeah.
That movie was called Long Shot.
Never heard of it.
$40 million budget. Insane.
Yeah.
Made 53. That's what happened to comedies. It died.
The last thing I'll say about The Bad Judge is because I'm watching it on the Internet Archive, somebody just has ripped it off of the original broadcasting. Somebody was desperate to have tapes of Bad Judge because they just had to make sure they could watch it again and again. And so I get little ads at the bottom of the screen for what's coming up next on NBC. It is a cavalcade of shows that had like 6 episodes. It's A to Z. It's Marry Me. I don't know if that's related to Grant's Girlfriend, but the TV show version, Marry Me.
No, I remember that Marry Me show. I watched like an episode of it.
There's another one, I forget what it was called, but it was like NBC kept advertising all shows that I completely forgot about because they only aired for half a season. And I go, oh, I can see why NBC played around with not having any sitcoms at all for a while because they clearly couldn't make any good ones.
Marry Me was Casey Wilson and Ken Marino.
Yeah.
That's right. I watched one episode of that. I thought it was fine.
All right, but we'll get to the thing everybody wants to hear.
What do they want?
They want our opinions on Happy Gilmore 2, obviously.
When do they want it?
They want it now? Well, I guess technically they've already gotten it because they're going to hear at the end. But I'll drink the water and then we'll go.